Okay, okay. I had a whole intro planned for this, and I'm already feeling this energy so strongly that I don't even want to do the intro I prepared. I'm just going to talk to you. Is that okay? I feel like that's what this needs today. Just me talking to you directly. No script, no structure, just here's what I'm seeing and here's what I need you to hear. Because something happened. Something happened involving you and this other person, and I don't think you fully understand yet what it is. And that's okay. That's literally why we're here. But I need you to stay with me through this whole reading because there's a moment coming, somewhere in the middle of this, where something is going to click for you. And when it clicks, I need you to let it. Don't explain it away. Don't immediately go to, but maybe it's not that. Just let it click. Okay? Okay, let's go. So, the first thing I'm feeling, and this hit me the moment I sat down with this energy today, is confusion. But not your confusion, theirs. I'm feeling their confusion. And that's actually unusual for me to lead with that. I usually come in on your energy first. But today, it's theirs that's louder. Today, it's theirs that's almost pushing at me, going, say something about this. Say something about what's happening inside me right now. And what's happening inside them is, okay, let me find the right words for this because I don't want to say it wrong. They knew you, or they thought they did. They had a version of you that felt complete, settled, like they'd figured you out, Not in an arrogant way necessarily, just in the way we all do that with people we see regularly. We build a picture. We get comfortable with the picture. We stop looking for new information because we think we already have enough. And then they heard something. Something someone said. Maybe in passing, maybe it wasn't even a whole conversation. Sometimes it's just one sentence, just one offhand comment from someone who knows you, knows what you've been through, knows who you actually are. And this person heard it and just stopped internally. Everything just stopped because what they heard did not match the picture they had. And I want you to really sit with that because I know your first instinct might be to go, well, what did they hear? Was it bad? Is this bad? And I promise you, it's not bad. It's the opposite of bad. But the reason it hit them so hard, the reason everything changed in that moment is because they realized something that honestly, it kind of embarrasses them a little to realize it. They had been underestimating you. Not intentionally, not cruelly, but they had been looking at you through this small, limited, comfortable little window and thinking that was the whole view. And someone, without even trying, without any agenda, someone just casually showed them how much window they'd been missing. And now they can't unsee it. That's the energy. That's what changed. Not you. Not anything you did or said or performed. Just the truth of who you are finding its way to them through someone else's words. At a moment you weren't even there for. Can I sit with that for a second because I think that's actually really profound. And I don't want to rush past it. You weren't even in the room. You weren't there managing how you came across. You weren't carefully choosing your words or trying to make a certain impression. You were just somewhere else, living your life, being yourself. And the truth of who you are was so real, so genuinely present in your actual life that it came up in a conversation you didn't even know was happening. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That is the result of being a real person, a whole person, someone whose life has actual substance to it, actual depth, actual story, actual weight. And that substance exists whether you're in the room or not. Some people, some people only exist when they're performing. The moment they leave the room, they kind of fade because there was nothing underneath the performance to begin with. That's not you. That's not you at all. And this person is only now understanding that, only now getting it. And honestly, they're a little shaken by it. Let me tell you what I'm seeing from them right now. Right now, in this current energy, they're different around you. If you've seen them recently, and some of you have, some of you are seeing this play out in real time. You'll have felt it. There's this quality to how they pay attention now. It's hard to describe. It's like before, you were in their peripheral vision, you know? Present, but not quite in focus. And now you're in the center. Now, when you say something, they actually listen. Like all the way listen. Like they're not just waiting for their turn to talk, they're actually taking you in. And it might feel good. It probably does feel good, but it might also feel slightly unsettling, right? Because it's new. Because you got used to being peripheral to them, and now suddenly you're not, and you don't quite know what to do with that shift, do you? Yeah, I see that. And here's the thing I need to say carefully, because I want to get this right. The attention they're giving you now, it's not a gift they're giving you. It's not them doing you a favor. It's just them finally catching up, finally arriving at something that was always true. The attention you're receiving now is not more than you deserve. It's just closer to what you always deserved. And there's a difference. There's a really important difference between those two things. Because if you experience this shift as them granting you something, you'll spend all your time trying to keep it, trying to maintain it, trying to be whatever version of yourself prompted it, so the attention doesn't go away. And that way lies exhaustion. That way lies you performing for their perception of you rather than just being the person that created that perception in the first place. You can't perform your way to authenticity. You got here by being real. Stay real. Okay, I want to go deeper because I feel like there's more here, and the cards are really pushing me toward this next part. There's something about why they built that wall in the first place. The comfortable distance, the settled picture, the looking at you through a small window. That wasn't accidental. That wasn't just how people are. There was a reason for the distance specifically with you. And I think I'm feeling this and I want to name it, even though it's a little uncomfortable. I think on some level, they always sensed there was more to you than they were letting themselves see. I think they knew, in that quiet way, we know things we're not ready to know. That if they looked too closely, if they really looked, they wouldn't be able to maintain the distance anymore. So they didn't look too closely. They kept the window small, on purpose, because the window being small kept them safe, kept things manageable, kept whatever this is, whatever this feeling between you is, at a level they could control. And now someone went and blew the window open, without even trying, just by telling the truth about who you are. And this person is standing in front of this huge, open space where their small, safe window used to be, and they are overwhelmed. That's the word I keep coming back to. Overwhelmed. In the best possible way, but also in the most terrifying possible way. Because overwhelming feelings demand a response. And they don't know yet what their response is going to be. Some of you are wondering, okay, but what exactly did they hear? Like what specifically? And I get it. I get why you want to know. But here's what I can tell you energetically. It was something about your resilience, your capacity, the way you've moved through something hard, really hard, not surface level hard, with this quiet kind of dignity that most people don't manage. And the person who mentioned it, whoever they said it in that way where you can tell they genuinely mean it, not flattery, not exaggeration, just honest testimony. Like, do you know what she went through? Do you know what he handled? And they just sat there absorbing it. And maybe also, I'm getting this as a secondary thing, maybe also something about how people feel around you, the way you make people feel seen, heard. Like what they say actually lands somewhere. Like you're not just nodding and waiting, but genuinely receiving what someone brings you. That's rarer than people realize. That's genuinely rare. And somebody named it. Somebody said that out loud about you. And this person heard it and thought, yeah, I've felt that. I just never let myself think about it too hard. Until now. Now they're thinking about it. Now they're thinking about a lot of things. I need to say something now, and I need you to really hear it, okay? Don't shrink. Please. Whatever you do in this next period, as this shift is happening, as their energy toward you is changing, do not shrink. Do not get smaller to make them more comfortable. Do not suddenly become self deprecating or dismissive of yourself to ease the tension of being more seen than you were before. I know that impulse. I know it because it comes from a real place. It comes from not wanting to seem like you think too highly of yourself, not wanting to seem like you're aware of your own worth in a way that feels arrogant. But there is a difference between arrogance and simply occupying the space you actually deserve to occupy. And you have been making yourself smaller than that space for too long. In this connection, and maybe in other places too. The version of you that somebody was talking about, the one that stopped this person in their tracks, that version of you doesn't shrink. That version of you moves through hard things without breaking. That version of you makes people feel genuinely seen. That version is just you. It's just you on a regular day. Stop hiding her. Stop hiding him. So, where does this go from here? Okay, because I know that's the question. I can feel it. You've been sitting here this whole time, and that question has been running underneath everything. But where does it go? What does this change actually lead to? And here's what I genuinely feel: it leads somewhere real. I believe that. The cards are showing me something that has momentum to it. Not frantic energy, not impulsive energy, but the kind of slow, building, inevitable energy of something that has been set in motion and is now going to keep moving. This isn't a momentary shift that fades. This is someone whose foundation has been changed, and you can't unchange a foundation. And I want to be honest with you here because I think you deserve honesty more than you deserve comfort. The pace of it is going to depend on them, on how brave they are, on whether they can sit with this uncomfortable expansion of who you are in their mind and move toward it rather than away from it. Some people have the shift, and then they retreat. They get scared of what it means, and they go back to the small window because the small window was safe. I don't think that's what's happening here. I genuinely don't. The energy doesn't feel like retreat. It feels like someone who is slowly, carefully, maybe nervously, walking toward you. But watch. Don't just believe me. Watch. Watch how they show up in the coming days. Watch whether the changed energy sustains itself. Watch whether the attention deepens or fades. Let their actions be the confirmation rather than my words. And finally, I want to say this. Whatever happens with this specific person, what happened here is important regardless, because someone was talking about you. Someone felt moved to describe you to another person in a way that was true and substantial and real. And that truth traveled. That truth found its way somewhere and changed something. That doesn't happen by accident. That happens because you are the kind of person whose truth has weight, has substance, has something worth carrying from one room to another. And you might not always feel like that person. You might have days, probably have a lot of days, where you feel ordinary and overlooked and like nothing about you is particularly remarkable. I know those days, but they are lying to you. You are not ordinary. You are not someone people forget. You are not someone whose presence in a room goes unregistered. You are the person someone heard about and went still. You are the person whose story stopped someone cold. You are the person whose truth traveled. Remember that. On the hard days, especially. Remember that. So, this is the end, thanks. Thank you so much for watching.